blowout!
Oh, hello, happy Tuesday. We hope you're blown out too. It's the Break Room. It's our daily live show that keeps you updated on all the nerdy fandom news you need to know. Welcome back. We're so happy you're here. We got a great show coming up today. The Echo trailer reveals that Kingpin always sleeps with one eye open. Keaton and Brendan Fraser feel some type of way about Batgirl. And Tom Hiddle out there playing us like a fiddle. And releasing some info on Loki season 2. And don't tell my wife, but we're all asking for Jessica's hand in marriage. It's true. Much like the Targaryens, I will take a second wife.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
What has he got? My bronze?
I got a lovely wife at home, but I'll make Jessica my bronze bitch. You know what I'm Brandon. I'm causing problems everywhere, but across the table from me, we got Tom Michelson.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm also here. I am married, but I'm also here to ask for Jess's hand. So sorry, honey, if you're watching this live. It's going down today.
It's going down today, and of course, we got the Targaryen princess herself, Jessica Clemons.
A lot of you guys are acting like I'm going to say yes to everyone.
We're just hoping.
We'll see.
I haven't heard our pitches yet.
You gotta dream it.
I'm willing to hear it.
I'm trying to be the change I want to see in the world. Next to me, my boy, Tommy Bechtold, baby.
What's up? It's Tommy with 2 M's and 1 Y, but not where you think it is.
And behind Tommy, of course, you can see a lovely redemption wheel. What's that? Some animals on it? Why could that be?
Animal sounds?
Are we making animal sounds? I'll do that for free. But for every $100 we raise today in Super Chats,
I think that was an elephant.
we're going to have our faces painted. We're acting like it's Philip's birthday. Everyone knows that Philip Molino loves face painting. He demanded we do it on his birthday. It's on his birthday today, thank goodness. But we are doing face paints today for every $100 we raise in Super Chats. So certainly send in those Super Chats. We do love them. We love all your questions. We love hearing from you out there in the wide chat world. So help us get our faces painted. But before we do
Let's
that,
get those faces painted.
What are you, basic? Paint your face. Are you poor or something? Come on. Everyone I know has a painted face. Just the banks. Don't worry about it.
The banks won't let me paint my face.
Speaking of painted faces, let's get to the headlines! Oh, thank you for that drum roll. That was beautiful. First headline, Olivia Colman's Secret Invasion character has been confirmed to be Sonya Falsworth, an alleged old friend of Nick Fury and relative of the Falsworth that was in the Howling Commandos.
Of the Devonshire.
Of the Devonshire Falsworth, serving in the Howling Commandos.
My father was a Howling Commando.
Oh, was he?
I am a Howling Commando. My son's a Howling Commando. We Falsworths have been Howling Commandos for 2 centuries now.
2 centuries?
Wait, is this your pitch to Mary Jo? Wait, we're not doing that yet.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. Otherwise, I'm about to go. Hold on.
Keep that voice going.
We've been speculating for a while that she's playing this character, Falsworth. It was kind of out there, but they did confirm it in their press, the media stuff they put out from D23. This photo said she is playing Sonya Falsworth, a friend of Nick Fury's. But it is interesting to see the relation. She's been fighting Hydra since the day she was born. Oh, Tommy calling it?
More like Sonya Scrollsworth, am I right?
Got her.
Hang on, give me. More like Sonya Scrollsworth.
Oh, that came off better.
It's interesting because I feel like, I was expecting Val to maybe come in and play that role a little bit in terms of being an old friend of Nick Fury's and maybe tying in. She still might show up at Secret Wars.
I'll be friends with Val, and Val's just like, oh, I hate her.
Right?
Val? She's a Skrull.
Okay, you can't just do it for everyone. God, that's gonna be a long season of pointing fingers and predictions. Oh my goodness. And
in the end, the Skrulls were the friends we made along the way.
Okay, that's true. I don't like that one as much. Next headline. The Echo trailer revealed Kingpin's fate at the end of Hawkeye. D23, they gave us a little sneak peek of the Echo series. Very cool. A lot of jumping through time, seeing the echoes across generations, a little play on words there. Yeah, very good stuff. But at the end of the footage they show, Kingpin kind of comes out from behind the garden shed, and he's alive, which we assumed that he would be alive since he's getting a series with Daredevil. We knew he'd be in the show, but it's not just flashbacks. It is forward
forwards,
forward looks, current state. Yeah. He has a little makeshift eye patch on, like the kind you get from urgent care. It wasn't a cool eye patch.
It wasn't like a Nick Fury thing.
Yeah, it's like I think we said the other day when you walk into a tree branch and they're like, oh, we got to put something over that to make sure it doesn't get infected.
Does he have
Band-Aid?
Does he have advanced healing? I know he's strong.
No, I don't think so.
But he's not a mutant, right? Kingpin's not a mutant.
No,
he's just strong.
He's just
like
a strong
peak
dude.
human.
Yes,
He seems to me
Yeah.
though like a prime candidate for at some point in that Daredevil season for some like doctor to be like, I tinker with Chitauri tech and I've made an eyeball. Like
Oh, yeah,
like
give him like one
just
a
like,
robo eye.
Or like
Oh, that'd be
they'll
fun.
Thor him up and he'll be like, I
Yeah.
have a bionic eye now. Maybe I'm trying to think of like what Spider-Man villains have not been introduced yet, or Daredevil. You know, those like New York villains that are like doctors that do that tinker with stuff. The Tinkerer.
There you go.
Is he a Skrull?
But it's yeah. So does he have the patch because the gun went next to his face, or because if it went into his eye, wouldn't it hit his
We
brain?
got
and he'd
shot
be
with an
dead.
arrow, and it must
Yeah.
have gone. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
It
because
didn't-
we
didn't
don't
go
know.
deep enough.
Yeah, it was off screen. The shot was off screen.
yeah,
so
yeah.
was it just like a warning next to him and it like hurt his
Maybe, I
ear and
don't
his
know.
eye? Yeah, I
Maybe
don't know.
we'll
see what
find out.
happens.
Maybe we won't. Who knows?
Maybe.
I hope he's still eating spinach and egg white omelets. That's all I care about.
Oh my god. Every morning eating those damn omelets.
More spinach.
Next headline. Jim Starlin, the creator of Thanos, has been doing some interviews, and he's been talking about like seeing Thanos again in the MCU. He mentioned it in regards to there being a movie with Eros and without Thanos. And he said, quote, I think they're planning on starting him off without Thanos when you talk about Eros. But he also kind of mentioned that, you know, Thanos makes money for Disney, and they like
Yes.
money. And he's like a big character, and he was kind of saying like he's disappointed that it wasn't more of him in the MCU before he was kind of taken away from us. Because we only really saw him at the end of movies, and then he shows
Right.
up in
Like
Infinity
sitting down
War.
in a chair and,
Yeah.
for like a few minutes at a time, and then 2 movies.
And then he plays a big role in Endgame, but not as much. So we
interview
could start
is-
seeing him again.
The interview is really funny because he does not hold back.
No.
He's straight up like, he's basically like, yeah, my contract, I got half the money, but they went another direction for a long time, and I don't think I got compensated well for that. Like basically, the toys that came, the rides, everything at Marvel, Marvel Campus.
gauntlets,
The gauntlets. He's like, yeah, I don't see that money,
Yeah.
but I see the money from the movie.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the rides, right? At D23, they announced an expansion to Avengers Campus here at Disneyland Resort, and they're going to be a new ride featuring a King Thanos.
Yeah,
like a
so
Thanos
holding like
that
a
won.
scepter.
There you
and-
look
Look at
yeah,
that.
look at that.
Clearly, like the
Gorgeous.
Brolin model, it's not a variant of Thanos that doesn't look like the one we know, right?
Right.
And we've seen Thanos pop up in What If Season 1. I'm sure we could see him in What If Season 2. And, you know, down the road, it would be fun to have him come back. We're about to have this multiversal war.
Right.
I don't see why Thanos couldn't show up again.
So I wonder if that's what he's talking about. Maybe the ride, because also the ride is multiverse too.
Yeah,
As you
yeah,
saw
exactly.
the poster. They got all these characters from all over the multiverse.
We gotta have him back.
I don't see how they
We
could
gotta have
do
more
it.
Thanos, baby.
Yeah. And not a
I don't
flashback
mind seeing
like
it
a
in What
variant.
If. What If would be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
And I like seeing him in What If when he was like,
It was
yeah,
great.
I'm the version that
Yeah.
just
He was like fun Thanos.
Yeah,
What a
yeah.
fun
I
guy.
figured out,
T'Challa
I
was
didn't
right.
have to kill everybody.
Yeah.
We saw him
That
there.
was
We
fun.
saw him like try and take on Ultron Vision and just immediately killed. Great stuff.
I
stuff.
call him Funos when he's like that.
You know what I think Thanos is?
What?
A Skrull.
Yes, welcome aboard.
Would that be so
Confirmed,
funny
confirmed.
if someone does a scroll is like, I'm Thanos, and it's like, we haven't seen that man in a long time, and they're like, oh shit, I didn't get my things correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
and he's like,
remember-
wait, Thanos is dead? Damn it, I
He
took
comes
over
running
this
in.
war.
They come in as like Ronin, and it's like, wait, no, oh god.
There was that theory that like our Tony Stark was a Thanos or a Skrull the whole time, and so that they could bring back Robert Downey Jr. by
Oh
being
my
like,
God.
here's a
So
Skrull.
funny.
But that like can imply that like a Skrull like impregnated Pepper,
Yeah.
had a
Yes.
kid,
Also was like the most
was also very
the most
smart.
heroic
Did the
Skrull
snap,
of all
yeah,
time.
yeah,
was
right,
like,
right.
He's
I
like,
will-
I'm really living this gimmick, man.
I gotta die for these
That
people.
would have been epic if at the end of Endgame he goes, and I am a Skrull. Dude,
Oh,
and then
that
that
would
would
be
have
good.
been
Did you
nuts.
just say a scroll?
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
Hell's a Skrull.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I would love to see Thanos again. I think it would be great, especially Josh Brolin. He was so good at that. Next headline: Tom Hiddleston teased some mysteries from Loki season 2.
Oh.
He was talking about how like season 1 finishes with Loki arriving back at the TVA after a very distressing confrontation with Sylvie, and he remains. And he has a whole bunch of questions that need answers. And then this was at D23 where Owen Wilson was too, and he mentioned it was like that Talking Heads song, "This is not my beautiful life. How did I get here?" So it's like Loki's coming back. He's back at the TVA. There's a cool thing in the footage they showed where there was like a mural of the timekeepers, and he hit the little like wand, the little time baton
Oh,
against
yeah,
it, and
yeah.
it dissipated, and you saw like Kang's faces behind it. So I I just hope they don't spend too much time kind of rehashing season 1 with the getting to know everybody and being friends.
I want that settled within the first episode.
Yeah, let's get
all right, now I know who you are. Yeah,
Mobius and Loki together. So sweet.
If the whole arc of the whole season is just them being friends again, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah. I want them to get that.
I think I need to see more press with Owen Wilson where he just goes to 1980s deep cuts about not being only in my dreams and stuff
he
like that.
He just constantly references Talking Heads songs.
He's like, there was a Supertramp song once upon a time in your wildest dreams. I don't think that's Supertramp. I think it's Moody Blues, maybe. Nah, I don't know.
Moody Blues.
Call in if you know.
Yeah. If you're a big fan of 70s rock, please call in. Let us know. 70s, 80s rock. Next headline. We got an update or a confirmation of Monica Rambeau's powers. That we're going to see in the Marvels. It's been confirmed that she can fly.
Yes.
She can fly, she can fly, she can fly.
Up and away.
Just like in the comics. She can't fly in the comics. She didn't fly on WandaVision. She tried to. She wanted to do so bad.
Did she do a superhero landing?
Yeah, she did a little landing.
Yeah.
But she's it's been confirmed that she will fly. We of course saw her mother from another dimension flying in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, yes.
But because she was Captain Marvel in that universe. But it's good to see that she can fly. I was joking earlier that I can't wait for the scene where Danvers and Monica take off and Kamala's left standing there
she gets 9 feet tall. She's like, okay, guys, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there.
She's running on light Please don't. This is very hard for me.
Oh, she'll make those little steps. Be like, blink, 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 and just climb. She's climbing up a ladder the whole time.
Hers is just pure endurance.
That's hard stuff. That's a lot of running.
I want to point out, 838 Captain Marvel, to me, is the only possible alive member of the Illuminati.
The statue
for sure.
crush.
Come on. If she has the same powers as Brie Larson's Captain Marvel in 616, she's not dead. There's no freaking
she was sleepy or something?
Yeah, but you don't know. Statues in that dimension could be 5,000% more dense.
Maybe it was adamantium, and it just boom. Yeah.
Gravity is much stronger there.
The statue is just a giant inhibitor, and so when it falls on her, it takes away her powers.
Or she also might have just been like, "Oh, I'm dead." Please go away.
Yeah. She's like, "I'll deal with this later. I'm so gassed right now.
About this. I'm about to leave this planet, y'all.
I don't even want to work here. Yeah, just take care of him. I'm a bounce.
I'm dead."
This is Tommy playing dead.
Is she gone?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Everybody else is dead.
Charles?
Yeah.
I'm alive!
That was
totally
a good Charles
turned
Xavier. That was really good.
That's a good Xavier. We ran a poll in the chat asking who you guys think won't survive Loki season 2. They got to kill off somebody, I think. 37% said Ravonna Renslayer, but Mobius also had 31%. Sylvia at 26, Loki at 4. No. I guess they're not going to kill Loki again.
I think they're going to kill Mobius.
Well, they tried to kill him in the first one when we thought he got purged or whatever. They already, and then Loki too. They already kind of pulled the rug out from under us with both of those.
They proved both their ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Killing Ravonna Renslayer would be interesting. I mean, Eric has the theory about what Kang is, trying to get Scott Lang to heist for him as Ant-Man. His theory was that it's not a thing; it's a person. It's Ravonna, right? He wants to get her back or something. I don't know. It would be interesting. We'll see if they kill someone off. Not Mobius. Oh, my poor Mobius.
You can't kill Mobius. You've already scared us once.
You can kill him. He's fine.
Kill him.
He can survive.
Kill a friend.
Well, speaking of killing off heroes, we got some more thoughts on Batgirl. The Emmys were last night, if you didn't see it. And Michael Keaton was asked about his role in Batgirl and it being canceled. In a very Keaton fashion, he said, quote, "I think it was a business decision, and I'm going to assume it was a good one." He also added, "I really don't know," which is very Michael Keaton. Anytime they ask you about any of these superhero movies.
He was having a good time. Oh, pull up that photo. Pull up that photo,
Yeah, give them a photo of him. This is him with Rizzo at the Emmys. He had a great time. Won an Emmy last night for his work on Dope Sick.
Those are two winners right there.
He was great on Dope Sick. Very good special if you didn't see it, limited series. But that's a very Keaton thing.
And hasn't he said he hasn't watched any?
Yeah. He says he's never watched the Marvel movies.
Any Marvel movies.
Not because they're bad. He's just I'm a busy old man.
He has other shows to watch. He's got a lot of stuff to do.
Shit. Okay. I love Michael Keaton. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. Bullshit. people who say they don't watch their stuff, they watch it in private and it makes them uncomfortable.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or when you go to the premiere, you're still watching it.
Oh,
Yeah, doesn't
a lot of
go to
people
the
don't
premiere?
sit in the premiere though.
Yeah,
They like walk
They sit down, the lights go down, and they head out.
They're
Or
like, I
maybe
don't
he
watch
came
my
just
stuff.
for the end credits of Morbius and saw that. He's like, that's
Someone get eyes on Keaton. Is he watching this movie?
Someone make him watch them.
Yeah, Simu, if you're out there and you're watching right now, we would love for you to come on the show.
Simu, check your inbox. We're gonna be emailing you soon. Okay?
Yeah, let us know if Michael Keaton
Yeah.
watches the movies. We know you hang out with
Yeah.
the Keats.
Oh, yeah.
We know you guys are tight. But they also asked Brendan Fraser about Batgirl. He had an interview in Variety talking about his role in the upcoming film The Whale, directed by Darren Aronofsky. He's already winning awards for it. Could this be his year to get an Oscar? The Fraser stunt is upon us. But he had a lot more to say about Batgirl. He said, quote, "It's disappointing. The fans really wanted to see this film made. I was there. Leslie Grace is a dynamo. She's like a power Q-tip," which I don't really get that one, but I don't know.
Wait, a power
It might fit into more of the interview. I don't know. But he said she's like a power Q-tip. She just goes for it. She looks great in the outfit. The movie itself was shot and conceived for a smaller screen. In this age, we've come out of between streaming service versus theatrical release. It wound up being the canary in the coal mine. So what can we learn from this? Work with trusted filmmakers like Darren.
Whoa!
Now that's some good PR phrase. Well,
yeah.
what he's saying there is like, when it comes to making these movies, you shouldn't let like a streaming service decide what's best for the movie.
Sure.
It shouldn't be made for streaming. It should be made for movie theaters. It should be done by a trusted director.
Thank you for the context.
He's promoting his like film The Whale.
And
he's not
after-
saying anything bad about the directors of Batgirl.
Right, but after he got done with that, he got a 13-minute standing ovation.
Yes, he did.
They finished that quote, and they were like, perfectly said. And then he
said.
went,
Wait, so is Warner Brothers the dirty ear that needs the power
Yeah,
Q-tip?
yeah, they need the power Q-tip.
by the way, anyone who's ever been to West Hollywood knows you can get power Q-tips for $65, and they're life-changing.
They're
Ooh,
life-changing.
great.
Don't clean anything.
Yeah. He's basically saying like it was a good movie. Everyone was working hard. It was looking great. But like, don't let these decisions be made by the streaming services.
Right.
Let them be made by the directors. But who's paying for it? The streaming services.
Yeah, not the
Who's paying for it? Us.
Yeah, exactly.
We all paid for this movie. We want to see it.
That's right.
Next headline, and it's an important headline, folks. Have you checked your Netflix? Have you checked the top 10?
Well, what's in there?
It's Morbid time. Morbius is dominating.
Wow.
Dominating.
Well, that
the
explains
Netflix
people are
top
so
10.
busy watching the show, they're not buying the mug.
That's right. If you're new to the show, we recently had a mug contest. This mug
We're
no longer
besmirching Zach,
available.
and he's not even here to
He
fight.
deserves it. We begged him to be here.
This
He
is
refused.
Bigger than Zach.
This is
now.
bigger than Zach.
This isn't Zach's failure.
This
This
is
is
now not
Morbid's
available. Not available on the shop anymore. Is this Morbid Time mug? But
mug-
you can't get a mandatory
You
fun
can get
mug.
this mug forever.
It won. It won.
By the way,
contest.
I have the list of all of you that got the Morbid Time mugs. I will be coming to your house and slapping your grandma.
Oh boy. Oh
Slapping
boy.
your grandma.
You can't say that.
I can't?
No,
I
you
just
can't
did.
say that. You can't
Edit it out
grandmas.
for when we run this.
Yeah, take it out of
Sound
the
off in the
edit.
chat if you want Tommy to slap your grandma.
Yeah. Grandma's
Grandma's in the chat with slapping
in the
hands.
chat.
I didn't say where I was going to slap her.
Folks-
Maybe it's a gentle spanking.
Send in those super chats. We're
That's
only
a
at $31 right now. If you want to see one of these beautiful facades, they painted
can't.
like an
They
animal.
don't want us to look cool. These
Send in
people,
those super chats.
they hate fun. They like raccoons and dumpsters.
We've already gotten some super chats. The Ivory said, "How soon until you think we'll see a Loki season 2 trailer?" Much love in our fam.
Ooh.
I don't think they'll put it out before Secret Invasion. That's our next series, right?
Yeah.
I think towards the end of Secret Invasion is when they'll start promoting Loki. Is there a series before Loki? Loki's
What
next summer. What if will maybe come
Right.
out in the spring?
Echo is also 2023.
Echoes, yeah.
It feels like we're going to get a logjam right now because nothing is guaranteed before February or March right now, although we're assuming Secret Invasion is going to move up or be put like somewhere in January.
Somewhere
right?
earlier.
Because otherwise, then all we have is Werewolf by Night and then just a quiet quarter of a year, which we can't handle here.
Yeah, we need busy. We need discussion.
We need
They
content.
like to do like either an end of the year, kind of beginning of the year. Here's
Yeah.
what's coming in 2023.
Otherwise, yeah.
We could see a little bit there, maybe.
I'm going to be breaking down Young Sheldon if we're not.
Oh boy! Don't force Tommy to break down Young Sheldon.
He
All right,
really
here's some
wants
Easter
to do
eggs
it.
you didn't notice
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the Big Bang Theory. It all ties into the Big Bang Theory.
There's lots of stuff to break down next year. Maybe Yellow Jackets
Yeah.
season 2. Where my Yellow Jacket head's at? We'd love
If
to
you
cover
guys
that.
want us to break stuff down, and talk about it on the break room, though, you have to hit us up on socials because
Yeah, hit us up on our
we tell
Twitter.
People don't believe us. We got to show them the data. We got to show them the reach. So you want us to cover Yellow Jackets? We'd love to cover the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
You know, we'd be thrilled to.
I've got lots of theories.
You
I got
want us
lots
to
of
cover
theories
Barry
out there.
season 5 or whatever? We'll cover Barry. You got to let them know.
I'll do the new Avatar.
The new Avatar movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
We might all be going to see the new Avatar together, or the old one.
The old Avatar.
Yeah, we'll see
I
the old
forget
I'm only breaking
everyone's
down
name.
the old Avatar movie. I'm not
James
talking about the
Sully.
series. I'm not talking about the series.
Wait, the
I'm talking
blue
about-
aliens or the animated?
Oh, I'm talking about the live action Avatar Airbender.
The Way of
Oh,
Water.
I thought you were talking about
Airbender.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
The Way of Water.
I'm
Right.
at the old movie, and then I'm at the series. You guys, well, I'll just do Avatar. I'll do all of
Do
them.
all the
Let's record.
avatars.
Everything called
Just got all the
Avatar.
avatars.
I'll
everybody.
do all the Avatars. We did ask our lovely chat, would you use Morbius to Netflix and chill? And
Sex.
52% said no.
Is that what that means?
47% said yes.
Yes,
The missing 1% out
so
there
cute.
somewhere.
That's
How could you not turn that on? That's a great Netflix and chill movie.
Oh.
Success.
Because you start it, and then immediately your partner is like, I would like to move on to sex.
The second-
now, please.
Yes,
This is
exactly.
the
boring."
second a man who's never walked a clean step in his life jumps off a ship from like 8,000 feet into the water and swims to shore. You're like,
Do you,
probably should
Didn't they
just
say
start
they
fooling
found
around.
that ship like 30 miles off the
Yeah.
coast
Yeah.
or something like that?
He swam 30 miles. They're like, we should probably just start hooking up,
He could have
right?
got the
do you know
You
that
know why you're here, right?
there's that trend
Sex.
on Twitter, or not on Twitter, on the internet that's like, yeah, you have sex to the beat of music. Could you imagine having sex to the beat of Morbius?
The opening credits.
I like that one song that's like.
Wait, that's the
Morbius?
beginning. That's the beginning of Morbius.
No, that's just
Oh.
the song you're supposed to have sex to.
Oh.
By the way,
okay.
if you can do that, I
Oh.
credit you.
You're
Music
sure.
notes in the chat. Music notes,
Music
in,
notes
the chat.
Someone also put the emoji of punching a grandma. We said slapping.
Yeah, slapping.
whoa,
I don't
whoa,
see
whoa.
the fist.
Open,
No,
open
no, no.
hand.
We're
and
not
by the
fisting
way,
grandmas here, okay?
Whoa, whoa,
I see
definitely
a
not
slap.
doing
I
that.
see a
I
slap.
saw
I might be
fisting
slapping
grandmas at Warped
hands.
Tour. They were
I don't
awesome.
know.
Oh, okay, okay. Trash Bag sending in a super chat. Who's mug one? Hashtag Team Morbin time. Unfortunately,
Yeah, bad
Tommy's
news.
mug one.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I'm Team Morbin time.
the sales speak for
same.
themselves. It was a blowout.
Well, it's because the Team Morbin time people are too busy working,
Watching Morbius or
watching
working.
Morbius, donating their money to save children. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
That's
what
right.
they
All
do
our
for
mandatory
fun.
fun bunch. They just dumpster dove for little treasures. They refurbished old chairs. They sold them at swap meets and they bought their mugs on their free Wi-Fi from a cafe or a library.
SCO Panther also sending in a super chat. 838 Illuminati is alive. The entire fight was a Professor X mind simulation.
Ooh,
He mind
that's a fun
simulated
theory.
us.
So he's like, I'm gonna mind simulate myself getting killed from
Yeah, he said,
my
"First
jaw
starting with
staying
me."
still. Yeah,
The only one hurt in the 838 was Pizza Papa, unfortunately.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
But he always gets paid.
Every time SZO Panther super chats, I think I'm not looking at the board and you read it. I think you're saying SEO Panther, and it's search engine optimization.
Yeah,
And I'm
Yes.
like,
Panther is trending on
this
Google
guy or
Trends.
girl loves to be high up on the Google search.
Exactly.
It's true.
This panther right here.
It's true.
You guys ready for my break room breakdown?
Yeah.
I think it's just a thumb, but you can play the graphic.
Let's do
You
it.
can play the
Break on the
graphic.
thumbnail.
Let's do
We
it.
can call it a break room breakdown. Sure. Let's break it down.
Perfect. You guys, at D23 during the Marvel panel when Kevin Feige was making the transition from talking about Captain America New World Order to discussing Thunderbolts, he said, you know, one thing in the Captain America film is that there currently is a world without the Avengers. Sam Wilson finds himself as Cap at a time where there's not an organization for the Avengers. Okay, so Avengers don't exist, which I think we kind of already assumed because it's
A
like they're
little
all
bit.
spreading out. They're all becoming dads or dying.
Dads are dying.
The two worst D's
That's what
out
happens.
there.
You turn 40 and you either become a daddy or a deathy.
Or a deathy. So it's like they're all kind of evaporating
Yeah.
themselves, and we're getting now the Thunderbolts. We're talking so much about Young Avengers. Don't know how quick it's gonna happen, but it's like why? Okay, so why? Or no, let's start with where are the current Avengers right now? Where do we know? We know Hulk just went off to another
Scarlet
planet.
Witch is in hell.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch is in hell. Quicksilver is also dead.
Yeah.
But,
the core
the core.
is six,
So
right?
Hulk is off world.
Yeah,
Hulk's off world.
Where's Thor?
Thor is off world,
Off-world.
Fighting other aliens
Yeah.
with
He's
his,
got love.
with
He's
his
got his
love.
daughter, Love.
He's got a
Yes.
daughter.
Captain America. Steve Rogers.
Old
maybe
and or
dead.
gone.
Black
But he's not gonna show
Widow.
back
Black
up.
Widow gone.
Dead.
Not
Black
including
Widow
Yelena.
died.
Iron Man dead.
Scarlet
Iron Man
Witch
dead, yeah.
and Iron Man are allegedly
Scarlet Witch is gone.
allegedly-
Vision is gone.
Vision is
maybe
gone.
a white,
Vision is
maybe a white.
So basically,
update.
White Vision and Hawkeye out there somewhere.
Hawkeye's
Hawkeye's around, retired again.
He's around, but
he
he's
can
like,
come back.
guys, come on.
I'm
retired
talking
like
from the
4
like
times.
the originals. It's basically Hawkeye is the one that
He's
is
the only one, like, on Earth.
on Earth, and of an age to continue being.
But with everyone has their own, person to succeed them. Like Yelena being the new Black Widow, She-Hulk being maybe the new Hulk. Other than and Jade Thor's in Valhalla. We don't know if she's coming back, but she could be the new Thor. There's a pipeline for them coming back.
I think that's the question of like, since we have the young Avengers that we're talking about so much, we don't know when they're coming. We have the mutants coming for X-Men, maybe, possibly, and then we have the Thunderbolts. It's like, why did it take till now to make a new team? Does that make sense?
It does seem odd that like the DODC and SWORD, right? They are the government organizations that we know of, and originally the Avengers were a government team, right? They were part of S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. gets dissolved, and then they became private. Tony was paying for them, basically. But now you have a situation where, why hasn't the government... They know the threats out there, right? You got, like, Thanos-level threats. You got the Krees and the Skrulls out there. You've got giant Celestials living inside your planet.
Right.
You have all these things. You would think the government would have someone.
And the Sokovia Accords kind of just went away because it's convenient.
we know they still exist,
yes.
right? And it seems like that's going to become a bigger thing soon.
Yeah.
It's about to ramp up a little bit more.
back.
And Rhodey's around.
Rhodey's around.
Rhodey is around. Oh yeah, I forgot about Rhodey and.
Rhodey's the busiest.
And in theory, the DODC has confiscated all of Stark tech, or a lot of it.
Yeah.
Right? So they could just be empowering their own military with higher technology. We saw what the DODC rolled up with against a teenager at a mosque.
They had the killer drones that
They had killer drones.
Yeah.
They had sound cannon machines.
Yeah.
If we were to make a new Avengers, and I'm talking like, I'm not saying Dark Avengers, Thunderbolts.
Right.
I'm saying if they were literally like, okay, our Avengers are all dead or dads, this is our Avengers team now.
Right.
So who would be in charge of that? It would
Sam
be Nick
Wilson,
Fury.
Captain
Sam
America.
Wilson. Cap's got to be in charge, I would think.
Well, no, I meant like, because Iron Man was giving them the money.
Oh, you mean like who's
funding?
who's
Yeah, I'm like,
funding
who's
this?
funding
Maybe
this team?
Wakanda and the new Black Panther with all that Wakanda money. And because also that was another thing, it was great, but it was kind of convenient in Falcon and Winter Soldier where they're like, also here's your vibranium Wakandan suit that will work perfectly for you. And maybe that's how they'll start furnishing the rest of the team. Like,
That's a good idea.
maybe
Some
that's how they'll do it.
upgrades.
They'll give them
That'd
upgrades
be-
because that's an endless,
That's a good idea.
that's like Bruce Wayne money,
it
times
is.
10.
Also, I mean, like, is there, I know this is like kind of like, procedural, but like, is there a chance that Tony set up some trust funds for the Avengers initiative?
You would think so.
Like,
Well, where's Pepper, right?
Right.
Pepper is in
Yeah.
charge of Stark Industries.
She's a mom,
I
not a
can't
dad,
wait.
but she's a mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so she can still survive. But the rest of them are all dead.
Yeah.
The thing about what I want, which we'll probably get eventually into talking about Pepper, is like, did his assets actually get liquidated? That's what
Right.
I'm really stuck on, is what happened to all of Stark Industries.
The Stark Industries still exists.
Yeah, because watch
in
her
all
be
their
like, I don't
things.
want to be involved in my dead husband's affairs anymore.
I'm
Like,
sure she's like, I'm
it
tired
was
of
already
doing
rough.
this.
Yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
be with my daughter during this trying times.
in these unprecedented times.
Yeah. Well, what do we make of the scene, the post-credit scene in Shang-Chi then?
Oh, yeah.
When Wang is talking with Captain Marvel and Bruce. That's not an official Avengers thing, I guess. That is just like
Just like
hey, we're
tapping the
keeping it
minds of the
going.
like the smartest people they can about.
Well, that's the
10
thing. What if
rings.
Wong is gonna not full-heartedly? What if Wong creates the new Avengers team by just reaching out to the Avengers that he's met, and he's just like, these are the
Yes,
last
should
that are
Wong
left.
be in charge
He's gonna
of the
portal them in.
Avengers?
He is the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes.
I'm just saying. And it'd be
Doctor
just,
Strange is off-world,
That's right. He's
he's chasing Strange.
Another dimension.
Yeah, that's right.
Chasing Strange.
Yeah.
Let me tell
A
you.
lady
Chasing
showed up
that
on the
Strange.
street, cut a hole in the universe, and he said, I'm in, let's go.
He's
No
like
questions
a
asked.
Cleor.
Yeah, he didn't even lock his front door. He didn't
Nope.
leave a message for anybody.
Nope.
He's just like, I'm out of here. Sorry, Wong, you're on your own.
I mean, I think this discussion is the kind of perfect microcosm of like the fact that all of these Phase 4 projects have kind of been like blowing this universe out, putting everybody so
Multiverse
far
saga,
away,
baby.
and now like a vacuum. It's all going to get sucked back in. We're going to be reminded of why that ending of Shang-Chi matters, why the Sokovia Accords matter. It's all coming back, and it's up to us to put the puzzle pieces together here on New Rockstars Breakroom.
We're gonna bring
heard
the
it
team
here
back
first,
Yeah.
together.
folks.
Well, when you say bringing it all back together, do you think any original members of the core 6 that are still alive
Core 6.
of the Avengers could come back to a new Avengers team? Do you see any of them coming
And we're
back?
talking, we are talking the core.
This is like
'Cause
Thor,
we're not
pretty
bringing
much
in-
Hawkeye.
not
Thor, Hulk,
Spider-Man.
Hawkeye, maybe Vision, if you want to include him as a. But he's not original six.
He's
so
not
maybe
original.
I could see Hulk and Thor.
Yeah,
coming
Hulk
back.
and Thor are the two that I could see making the most sense.
Not just because they're alive, but because their stories also show them they're still fighting crime.
Yeah.
They're still out
Like
there
if
doing
Valkyrie
good.
reaches out to Thor
Oh,
and is
yeah.
like, "We need you back on
You
Earth."
can just Bifrost back.
He'd bring his daughter.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
And she joined the team.
And she would join.
Most
the whole
definitely.
team. I think, well, it sucks because it's like, yeah, it has to be those two because those are the only two. Hawkeye could technically come, he came out of retirement before,
Right.
he could come out of retirement again.
like-
So it's like, yeah, the ones that are awake could come back. It's more so, it's like, I think Hulk wouldn't. I think we can't reach him if he's going to be off-world.
If
and
he's
so
on
that's going to be a
Sakaar
situation.
again or somewhere else.
I don't know. He
I
had
don't think he's gonna be
phone
easy to
service for that hot
For a
minute.
little bit.
For a little bit,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
once you get past,
That's true.
the
I
Milky
think
Way, you
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
Verizon
It
only
drops
goes
out.
to the Milky Way.
Yeah,
galaxy, yeah.
He was
Alright.
bouncing
No
off the
LTE
Hubble
there.
telescope.
Yeah.
So what are the different? So we already know that we're getting the Thunderbolts with a fun team.
Yeah.
But then we didn't really get a hint of any of the Young Avengers, and I know a lot of people are pitching like Young Avengers and Dark Avengers will kind of blend to make the Thunderbolts for some
Yeah.
reason. So what are the different variations of Avengers-based teams we could look forward to in the future now?
Well, you even set it up when you started this, Jessica. How Feige was saying this in the transition to Thunderbolts, right?
Yeah.
Almost saying like the Thunderbolts are going to be like our team of Avengers
That
now.
is just gonna be our.
But they're also weird because we know that like they're more on the shady side. They're supposed to be more like special ops, and a lot of the members of the team are like former soldiers whose most power is like fighting and strength.
Or being similar to Cap, like
Yeah.
you're having Taskmaster and then Red Guardian.
I
and John Walker.
love the Red Guardian, but you can't tell me that character is going to be the new Avengers.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, and like
Avengers
putting
then.
Bucky on that team,
Yeah.
where he's
They're
got
all
his
just gonna
beef. He's
fight.
got his beef with yeah.
The issue I also have is like when I say our Avengers-based team, I'm talking about like how Avengers had 3 movies.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
had a
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of movies. So Thunderbolts is just Thunderbolts
Yeah.
right now.
And we know
So-
there's 2 Avengers movies coming up
Yeah,
at
so
the
are
end of
they
Phase
gonna
6.
be the Avengers for that?
I was thinking that they might, what they could do is they could try to divvy people up based on skill set in the sense of like, here's some street level teams with Daredevil, here's Echo, I mean, you could even throw in, Ironheart if you want, and then here's some magic based teams, with like Shang-Chi and,
That's true.
maybe even Black Panther could fit in there, both those teams, and they might split up in that way, kind of in the way where in Infinity War and Endgame, for the most part, the teams were just by circumstance were kind of split up to take on different things. Like here's a group taking on Thanos on
I like
Titan
that.
and stuff. And so maybe they're gonna have whatever the new threat is with the Kangs. They're gonna have to divvy up in that way in terms of what their skill set is. It'll be kind of hard to again have an Archer versus some Galactus.
Hey, don't you
when-
put that Archer out of
Well, I'm just saying, but when Shang-Chi with the 10 rings is
Yeah.
fighting the Kingpin, maybe you put Hawkeye on that one and you go take on Galactus.
I like the idea of splitting up the teams. It just seems like I would be so mad they'd be given the Thunderbolts and then be like, but during the Avengers movie, we're only going to use 2 of these people.
Yeah. I just wish it was someone other than just punchy people on the Thunderbolts. Like
I think that
Exactly,
team's not done
yes.
yet.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
hope
it's done
so.
yet.
I hope
I
so.
don't think so either. I think also because everyone keeps being like, "Where's Zemo?" I'm like, I think Baron Zemo's gonna, he's gonna come in like this. He's
got-
gonna,
he's got a
he's gonna
trial.
come in when Val gets killed. Oh, that's what's gonna
Oh!
happen. He's gonna take over, and that's when the team splits up into like who wants to stay and who wants to go.
I
That's
like
what
that.
Yeah.
No, I also think like we can't if we go back to our
Oh, shoot, we
older
hit
we're
200. I'm so
we're
sorry.
painting faces. That's okay.
We're
All
painting
right.
faces.
No problem. I think that we can remember that Fantastic Four, although it is the original lineup is obviously Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, the Thing, and the Human Torch. Oftentimes, other people sub in on
That's
that
true.
team. We have Spider-Man has been a part of
She-Hulk,
the Fantastic
yeah.
Four. She-Hulk has been the Fantastic Four. They could use the Fantastic Four as a jumping off point of a new team as well. And maybe it becomes
Oh,
a
yeah.
Fantastic
Fantastic
Five.
40.
Maybe, Fantastic Four.
Fantastic 38.
Zero.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like the idea of also using one member of the Fantastic Four to lead the Avengers, whether it be Reed Richards or someone
Yeah.
else. But that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
be great.
Last but not least, sorry. No, we know the answer to this. Sorry, I wrote this question
it's okay.
myself. Will we get another Avengers-like team up? Yeah, we are.
Hey,
We're
for
getting
sure.
2.
For sure,
We're
for
gonna
sure.
have
At least
something.
2.
I hope there's
Yeah.
a March Madness style round robin tournament
Yes.
where several different teams form themselves. They
Yes.
get together like, hey, you want to be on a team?
Yeah.
And they're like, we're the Avengers. No, we're the Avengers. They gotta fight. That'll be great.
What
We
makes
asked,
you different from us?
we
We're not
asked
wearing
you,
hockey pads.
we asked you guys in the chat. Will any original Avengers return for our new Avengers team up? 68% said yes. I saw a lot of defending of Hawkeye in there. They do not like our Hawkeye
I
syndrome.
also
we
saw
like
a lot
Hawkeye,
of
we
people
like
asking, where Shang-Chi is, and also where are the Defenders? And the Defenders, I hate to say this, you guys, we're not gonna see them for a minute.
I don't know.
And
This
if
is
we
a
do,
new...
when they do come in, watch them treat them like the Wrecking Crew, and I'm gonna be like, hey,
they're street level. They're street level. They're the Defenders.
Johanse Branche is just throwing red flags up in the chat.
Red flags. Well, we are going to be painting some faces. It looks like Tommy and I are going to be getting our faces painted.
You want to spin the wheel first?
Sure.
Smack-a-boo. Be careful with what boos you smack. Thank you for your huge super chat. Sending in a whole $100 for a W. Go ahead and roll, Tommy. Let's see what you get here.
A fox!
Oh, a fox.
Ooh.
Very close to Bunny, but he landed on fox.
I like that you have the pictures up here also to help me, because I'm like, I think I remember.
Yeah, that's what a fox looks like.
Yeah.
Jessica will get started on that fox, but Sammy. Thank you to our other super chatters. The MJ2997 sending in a super chat saying, I ain't spending $130 for a Monday motivational on a Tuesday. Brother, I hear you. I hear you out there. Smackaboo also saying, love you guys. SEO Panther, not SEO Panther.
Yeah.
Saying Civil War II, Wang versus Fury.
Give it to me.
That would be a good.
That'd be nuts.
I'd have to take Wang's side on that one. Thank you, Joe.
I know he's got that whip
Thank
action.
you, DJ Cold Cuts. Just saying Cold Cuts. You love to see it. Hawkeye missed the call to help. He's deaf, yo. That's right, MJ.
Oh, that's right.
He most certainly is. Hannah Basso asking for Percy Jackson content. Do you
I can do. Oh, I love Percy Jackson. I tweeted at them and I was like, cast me in the new Percy Jackson. And too many people were like, she's too old.
Dang, cold-blooded.
The internet is a terrible place.
I would like to see
just
one
for
in
crushing
Percy
that.
Jackson.
Yeah.
This is me also sending in a super chat saying, in honor of Rogers the Musical, please write and perform a Breakroom musical. Zach, you can kill off film juice. I mean, that's the ending right there.
I can kill him all. Dang!
Zach will love the sound of that.
Yeah.
I think that sounds like a great idea to write a whole entire musical.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaijo Ren saying, my number one suspect for the Skrull search, Mystique.
That's a tough one.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Plus, is it really a Skrull? Is it Mystique? We
Would
don't know.
she even know
Could
she's
be-
a Skrull
Yeah, she
anymore?
it's like the
Mystique?
chicken and the egg. Who came first? Because they're just shape-shifting left and right.
Jilly B sent in a super chat saying, what do you guys think of my ridiculous idea that Kang in Quantumanium isn't the main Kang and might die at the end of the film and then be replaced by another? Dumb, I know. I just want to see more Kangs. Jilly B, I think you're on the money.
No, I don't think that's dumb at all. I think the movies will be just killing Kangs and they keep coming.
I think
There's
the
too
Kang
many.
in Quantumania will get the upper hand. It'll look like the end is nigh, and then another Kang will just stab him right in the back.
Yeah, and
be
the
like,
worst Kang will
"What's
show
going on
up
here?"
exactly. Yeah.
You thought that Kang was bad.
Yeah, wait to see this one.
Wait till you see. Wait till they get
When's they gonna load of me? Yeah.
When they get a load of me? While Tommy gets his Fox work done, and I prepare to get my own face painted, I think about we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors over at BetterHelp, because I think about like the masks we wear and the way we paint our face.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's tough out there. We want to keep our minds healthy. We want to keep our minds happy. We want to be happy. We want to be ourselves. And a good way to like find that happiness is through therapy. But maybe you don't want to leave your house to do therapy. Thankfully, our friends at BetterHelp offer online therapy solutions. I've had therapy before in the past. I think it's great. I think if you're interested in it, you should certainly explore it. Never feel shame about that kind of stuff. It's tough out there. We're just dumb apes living in a world
mental
that,
health is so important.
Yeah. We're supposed to be hunter-gatherers, and we're living in this crazy society. And there's all these expectations, and we're aware of our own mortality. It's tough. There's a lot to think about, but therapy is a great way to kind of express those ideas and work through them and think about it so you can sleep well at night. BetterHelp is online therapy. A lot of people around here have used it. Tommy has used it. Look at this beautiful fox toy. Who's adorable.
You knocked that out so fast.
I've
Holy
got
crap.
a lot of things going on for me. People like me.
Oh, it matches your red beard and everything. Oh, it's so cute.
I'm what's known as a mover and shaker and a tastemaker in this town. But sometimes when I go home alone to my house where I have no wife or children, I think about the permanence of things and the decisions I've made to get here. And that's what BetterHelp Online
You want
is
to finish
great.
this while I get my face painted?
Absolutely. Let's paint you up like a doll, sweet cheeks. All right, hang on. So, let me tell you something. I use BetterHelp. There's no secret. I meet with a wonderful therapist. We talk through all my problems. But they offer video, phone, and live chat-only therapy sessions you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want
away
to.
from the camera.
It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. Trust me on that one. I've paid for both, and sometimes you get what you pay for, but in this case, you save a few bucks, you get a great therapist.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's what's really
Give me a
nice.
little one.
Keep me on 3, baby, so I can read this thing. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/breakroom. That's better, HELP.com/breakroom for 10% off. Trust the Fox man, okay? What would the Fox say? Go to BetterHelp.com/breakroom. What does the Fox say?
Pow, 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 pow.
Yeah, you can do it.
Is it time for?
It's time for Mandatory Fun. That's right. The foxiest segment in all the land.
I'm sorry.
Now, we all know if we watched our House of the Dragons and then caught up on Talking Dragons here on, what's this called again?
New Rockstars.
Comment.
I was going to thank you for that plug, but then
No
it fell
problem.
apart.
Talking Dragons. I was trying to figure out if it specifically was, it's the big question presents Talking
There you go.
Dragons.
Nailed it.
Cowardly Bechtold, kiss my ass. You're the coward for typing it in the chat. Call my mobile phone. You know my number, Carlton. It's not unusual for Carlton to be a little bitch. All right, now, we watch our House of the Dragons. We know that Princess Rhaenyra is the most coveted princess in all of the land for wifing and strifing. So, we saw their speed dating, and we saw that was pretty fun. But we have a princess here on the break room, and that's Princess Jessica. And let me tell you, she is our princess. We all love her. We'd all do anything for her. We'd die for Jessica if we needed to. I mean, I'd die just if she was bored one day. I'd lay down on the railroad tracks for her amusement. So listen, we thought today Princess Jessica would entertain two married men and one man so painfully single that it hurts as they
But
plead.
all suitors nonetheless. Yeah.
Oh, 3 suitors, exactly right, from their houses. So each one of us is going to take a turn pleading our case to Jessica. Tom, do you want to go first? Or?
Sure, I can go first.
Great.
All right, let me
So
get
introduce
set up
yourself
here.
from your house.
Okay.
Yeah, get yourself
All right,
ready
so
over
we
there.
we
Here,
have
I'll
to
show off my face real fast.
we have to
This
dress
is
it.
my rabbit face.
I went faster
What's
with
up,
his.
Doc? This is
I went
good.
faster with
I
his,
like
for
this.
sure.
I'll keep this. I'm getting my passport photo later, so this will be great. Yeah, it'll be great for my passport
You're gonna
photo.
be like, man, please wipe that off.
Is that today?
Yeah, I'm getting a new fake passport today. It's gonna be adorable.
I don't know if the people in the chat remember this when I said it. I'll also take time.
Okay,
I
looks like
used
your
to-
suitors are coming. I gotta get out of here.
I used to. Never mind.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh.
May I introduce myself? My name is Tom Michaelstock. I come from the Pacific Isles, here to request the hand of the maiden Jessica. I am the wearer of slippers, the eater of crabs, and shall you join my house, you shall have a turtle to ride of your own.
A turtle.
For in my islands, we ride turtles everywhere.
That sounds
Oh.
slow.
I ride. You get there eventually. I ride Dragon Bloodtooth, but you shall ride Tortellini, who I've put aside just for you.
What needs has she for a turtle when she has a dragon?
You speak like a turtle, so slow and painful.
I would reply, but it will take me a while to think of a retort. So let me
Retort?
instead say that, as you can see, men from the Pacific Isles are very beautiful. Have you heard of Dwayne Johnson and Jason Momoa? They come in third and second behind
I'd like
me.
some Momoa this to stop.
So, if you will, sir, please, Jessica, if you shall take me, you shall be the most prized jewel in all the Pacific Isles. Please choose Tom Michaelstock from Housestock.
Give him the lantern already.
Oh my
Thank you,
gosh.
milady.
Thank you. Okay, I guess I'll choose at the end. Who's next?
Here comes your next one, my lady.
Hello, milady. My name is the little Lord Bechtold.
He's but a boy.
House Bechtold. I'm actually 49 years old, but a rare genetic disability has rendered me tiny. But
Benjamin
I think
Button?
like an adult, and my birth certificate says I'm 49. This is my bird. I love my bird. Do you love him too? I'm just kidding. It's Team Michael Bechtold.
No.
This is all a bit of ruse.
No.
As I run things at House Bechtold with all 49 of my wives,
49?
we're looking for nifty 50, baby.
I'd be the 50th?
Please join us in our Pleasure Dome.
The Pleasure
How many
Dome.
pleasure domes?
I said domes plural. That implies more than one.
Okay, so...
We're hard at work on a bobsled luge. Bobsledding, of course, the official sport of House Bechtold. If you want to experience nights of ecstasy that Traveler magazine says, no! And a review of, then join me, Team Michael Bechtold of House Bechtold, and I promise you 1,000 nights of pleasure and 20,000 nights of pure terror.
Give it this man the lantern.
After 49 other wives, baby.
I usually have a horrible past with Team Michael Bechtold, but that Team Michael Bechtold was just as worse as the other one.
Oh, hey! What ho, me lady? What ho?
Oh,
What a rare beauty.
Aw.
I broughteth you a gift.
His sword is so tiny, methinks the sword between his legs must also be tiny.
Ah, shut it! Lest I castrate you like one of the Unsullied.
Castrate me with that butter knife?
That bunny's mean.
I am Sir Bran of House Rabit.
Oh.
I bring you treasures from my land. A thief whose head I disemboweled.
Oh my god.
For you. Yes, I have removed it. I invite you to be my wife. It alloweth me to conquer thine dragon pit.
Ooh.
And fill it with many, many treasures.
It is
From
hot
my
and
lords.
smoky from what I've been told.
Yes,
Just
yes.
your
You're
mother
now
with
on
that
his
mouth?
side.
I'm on no one's side.
If I were to be so fortunate enough to have you as my queen, I promise you a beautiful castle within walking distance to a Sephora. That's right.
I love Sophia.
Methinks this man is a maiden for sure.
And
Quiet,
parking
quiet!
must be horrible at his house.
Me
Castle.
thinketh that if I were a maiden, we'd have better luck with this fair-haired beauty.
From the gallery, we offer you this red flag.
I chop at thy red flag. I shan't wait for long,
Okay.
for my steeds are hungry, and there's no food here.
Someone give this man the lantern.
Someone feed my horses already!
Oh.
These are some hungry
Let's get a poll
horses.
set up for which one the chat likes, and I'll go through
And
really
should there be a fourth option for no one?
Yeah. None of the above.
For executing all three on site.
Oh my god, this was really hard to pick from.
Wow.
I love the idea of riding a tortoise called Tortellini.
A turtle,
Yeah.
not a tortoise.
It's
a sea turtle.
I don't know. That Team Michael guy offered multiple pleasure domes.
He didn't give me the amount.
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to ask him. I wasn't here, but I assume 7.
Okay, I like a lot of pleasure domes.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to be the 50th wife. You know,
That's not a bad position, being number 50.
50. Do
Better
you
than
think?
51.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's better than being 32 when there's 50 wives.
And I also want. And I also I want to be the number one to his heart, not the 50th. If that makes sense. He might like number one the most. He might name them by their numbers. The last
Like
one
Captain
brought me a
Picard?
gift, which none of them really did.
Oh yeah, that's a smart move.
Wow, if that is considered a gift in your house, your bar is too low, milady. For the gifts that I would give you would be so fabulous.
And spoiler alert, this guy lives after being chopped up, so he's
Yeah,
not, that's
no,
not
you
even,
take out
he's
the
not
head.
even dead.
That's the way to kill him.
No.
Pleasure
Spoiler
domes in the
alert.
chat, everyone. Pleasure domes in the chat.
Sorry, I didn't give that. You know, it's a hard pick. It's a hard sell.
I think Brandon's running away with it.
As
Who can resist the rabbit?
Who can resist the rabbit? Every lady loves
With
a
the
rabbit.
hungry horses.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I have to choose.
You have to choose.
I have to choose.
You have to.
And I think I have to go with the last suitor.
Wow!
Yeah.
What a
Wonderful.
win.
Hey,
What a win!
not the first time I've lost to a rabbit, if you know what I'm saying. Those of you that have been to an erotic store before.
Oh!
I'm constantly being replaced by rabbits. Anyhow. Bone horses in the chat for all the rabbits that have
I love
some
everyone's-
pleasure domes coming
I
in.
like to see everyone's different pleure domes.
Yeah. People have
Yes.
different definitions of
You know
the
what?
pleasure
Draw
dome.
your pleasure domes, tweet them at me, at Lulu Clemons. Just send them to my DMs. I check them all. Great. Well, that taught us a lot.
That taught us a lot about life.
We learned about some of the people in the chat. We learned about ourselves. T. Michael was robbed. Thank you, Mr. Mystery.
T. Michael Sin, maybe?
Is there a Mrs.?
T. Michael
Maybe
Sin.
T. Michael Sin was robbed. Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Stock?
I think so. Michael Starr.
If it makes you guys feel better, if he dies, I definitely choose Michael Stock.
Yes.
Oh,
Bring in the turtles.
Nice.
I want to ride
It would appear I am the bronze.
the bronze bitch.
Oh, we found out bronze.
Call my little bronze bitch.
I love the idea of a pleasure dome, but to get my own turtle, to get a gift, and Sephora is just
Sephora.
a steal.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you
No
about
discounts at
Freaky
Sephora.
Fridays. I probably should
You
have
should
said
have started with
Ah, no, it's too late. I couldn't tell you about Freaky Fridays. I'll
Alex-
hold my tongue for now.
So many good super chats today. The MJ2997 saying, okay, went from MM to face paint after my money goobers.
That's true.
That's right. We're after your money, buddy.
That's right.
Alice2746 saying, your standards are perfect, Jess. Don't listen to them.
Thank
Listen to who?
Yeah.
Don't listen to any of these
Who
men.
questioned your
You're talking about
standards?
them, right?
You are
Oh, yeah,
royalty.
Hugo Z in the chat saying, can't wait for that hug between Captain Marvel and Rogue, which will be very interesting
Yes.
if they're going to have a Rogue in the Marvels, maybe, and that's how she gets the powers. I don't know. And the MJ2997 also saying, I watched 4 minutes of Morbius on Netflix. Not good. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That
You must
movie
have
made
watched the
over
wrong
$1 billion.
Yeah, you must have watched the wrong
I think
4
you
minutes.
watched
Highest
the
grossing
wrong
movie of all
Morbius.
time.
I also think you just got through the beginning credits and then turned it off.
What does MJ stand for? Movie Joker?
Also, Hugo,
Hang on, I can do better than
Oh,
that.
you can do better. You can
What
do
does
better.
MJ stand for? Maybe joking?
That was kind of the same
Okay.
What does
thing.
MJ stand for? Mighty Jess. Mighty Joe Young. It's
Mighty Joe
movie
Young.
two.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm glad we got
He got
there. I'm glad
there.
we
He got there.
What does MJ stand for? Montgomery J. Ward?
Okay. Hugo Z saying, will there be a contest to win a mandatory fun mugs? There is a contest, Hugo Z. To enter the contest, you go to newrockstarsmerch.com. You pay
About
$16
$26 for shipping.
plus shipping, where you see the mug. And if you do that, you win the contest and you get a mug. Congratulations. And TD Jones feeling bad for Tommy being replaced by a rabbit.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm replaced by a dolphin, so I guess it's not that big of a deal.
you know, it's
You've never seen the ones that have the little dolphin extension?
A lot of attachments.
Go on Google.
it does happen. We want to thank you all for joining us today on the Break Room on our
Yes.
Tuesdays. Apologies to Andor. We had a whole Andor segment. We don't have time for it today,
But guess
unfortunately.
what? We got 12 episodes coming up soon.
We got
three in one day.
We got a lot of episodes
Oh, yeah.
coming soon, and word on the street is they are very good. And I'm very excited about Andor. And I just want to hear Skarsgård say "Cussing Andor" all day long. He says it's
Fat and
so
satisfied.
great.
Zach is also writing in the chat. A week from today is our 100th episode.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Zach.
Yes.
A week from today is the 100th episode of The Break Room. We could literally not do this without all of you out
Yes.
there watching. We're so excited. We're going to have a little celebration on that 100th episode day, so be sure to tune in next Tuesday. But we know you guys tune in every day, so that's not going to be a problem at all.
But let's
but
make Tuesday really special because our bosses are watching.
our bosses are watching.
They don't watch any other days, but it's special days. So please watch on Tuesday. And buy a mug while you're at it. And hell, we might make a "We're Nuts About Bolts" t-shirt.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Please join us on our 100th episode, and don't tell Philip that this show is still going on. I think he thought he canceled
Yeah.
it, but we're still here. We're
I
going
think-
strong, and we've made it to 100.
He thinks we're
episodes.
just taking an hour break.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
He literally thinks we're meeting in the break room. He does not realize that we're doing a show right now. So we need your help to keep
And
that going.
100 shots sounds good. I'm going to take 100 shots
Oh my
of the Lord.
gosh. We're taking 100 shots of water because we need it and you need it. Hey, if you've liked the show, go ahead and hit that like button. If you hated this show, hit that like button. And be sure to join us here tomorrow on the Break Room. Check out newrockstarsmerch.com. Check out our Discord where you can submit clips of the week. You can chat it up with everybody. And make sure, most of all, you have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you here tomorrow, live on the Break Room, from our Break Room here at New Rockstars. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Adios! Later.